Back, we've got for you guys round number 8. I'm getting the names for y'all real quick. I was wanting to get table 1, which is going to be Jackson versus Vegapunk. However, Jackson had to step away for this round, so he conceded. So Vegapunk is undefeated going into round number
Yep.
9. And I had to hastily find our next match. So we are on the pair down table. We've got our Donflamingo player, our last one undefeated, currently 7-0, and we're being pared down into Katakuri on the left here.
Yep. Haven't seen this one either. Did see the Vegapunk. Saw it now. Pretty much only 2 yellow decks that we've seen. Katakuri, super popular in like early formats, and yet it's just kind of here and there, like living in the shadows. But it is still pretty strong. Obviously, its leader effect has a lot of cool things, being able to move around both players' life. A little different on here since you have to reveal the life for your opponent. But with us starting out with our little 3 costs that will give us the top 3 in search. It looks like our Dofi player is playing Jinbei into Law into Paraspero.
Yeah, and sorry for being a bit behind on this. We were all set up for table 1, and then we had to do a hard turn. But we've got it. We've got Seth here on the right. Again, our last undefeated Donflamingo player against our X1 Aldy, which means that if he wins, then we might have 9 rounds today, and if Dofi wins, we do have the guaranteed 10 rounds.
Oh, that was the other way around.
No. Yeah. If Dofi wins, yeah, this is our last undefeated Dofi.
Oh, okay.
We'll have
so if Dofi wins 10 rounds,
yeah.
If they lose, oh, okay, I got you.
Because we'll have 4 undefeated after this round. Yeah.
I see where I got confused. Okay, you're good. But I think overall this matchup leans a little bit more to Dofi. I could be wrong. I would love to hear chat and hear you guys' thoughts as far as this matchup goes. But hey, I mean, heart of the cards. The fact that we're swinging 7K, a little easier on Katakuri's side every turn. But the amount of swings that Dofi has, although this Gadatsu takes one away from that, might be the deterrent for Katakuri.
Yeah, and we're in a bit of a slow start for our Donflamingo player. We did use Trafalgar Law to play out, and but the Gadatsu already out there is pretty rough. We don't have a great way to remove that card. We have Jinbei, which we're playing for 4 to be able to play the bow. That's actually okay. This fixes a lot. This means that we're going to be able to use our leader effect and know which card off the top 3 we're going to play out.
Always nice. It's definitely a staple now in Dofi. It just helps a lot. It's a 6K blocker for 4. Like, it's just kind of crazy value.
All right. Well, yeah, extra Dawn there. And we can do a 7K attack and then play 1 off the top of our deck. Now, something else for Katakuri right now, too. It has a lot of good triggers in life, which lets you play some cards off of, get some removal. We've got the new Crocodile from the Star deck, too. We have to look at the top card of our deck. And if we do, we get to draw 2 and put 1 back. But it looks like we're just playing out the body.
Sorry, you kind of jumped between those 2 thoughts. I was like, "There's a yellow crocodile."
Yeah, sorry. The blue crocodile. You are right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Another good addition. Lots of good additions from the starter deck. We're gonna go ahead and opt in to use our trigger effect and get this Satori out.
Yeah. So another 5K. We had to discard the Paraspero, which I think at this point Paraspero is not doing much anyway, so we're okay with doing that trade.
Yeah, my man's gonna get bounced again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just a little bit of think in the tank. Look at the things.
Yeah, it looks like we're just going to start off with a 5, which is kind of like bait because we have this 6k boa that gets the free block, but then they could be pressuring that down. We're still at 4 life as well, which means if we have another Gadatsu in hand, we can get rid of one of these 4 cost. But if we did, we would have, I think, almost always taken that boa.
Yeah, that's true.
And we're able to get out of all of these attacks, keep our board pretty healthy, and then we got 7-drop Linlin, a classic. Get a Jinbei off her life going down to 3, and then 4 life left for Katakuri as well.
What's 4 in hand, looks like?
Yeah. All right, using a Dawn, we're going to play the Sengoku, look top 5 for a 7 Warlords card. And we end up finding a Weevil, pretty solid. And we're going to be using that. Let's see, how much Dawn we got left? I believe we have 7 Dawn.
Maximize this thing again.
Yeah, and with all the attackers we have on board, we should be able to apply enough pressure, and we just have to decide how much do we want to go into board, how much do we want to go into life. Do we want to split it up? Do you want to just go all life? But it looks like we're gonna use the effect. We're currently 7k. We have a law, which we're gonna use to, I guess, bounce back the Sengoku, because all these cards are 5k or 5 costs outside the pudding on the other side.
Yeah. I would probably focus just on their board, just because as soon as you swing, you risk the fact of triggers, and he already has a relatively low hand size. So, but guess we'll see.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, so we played the law off. We just decided to... so law says you can choose up to one of your cards to put back into your hand. If you do, choose up to one of your opponent's cards with cost 4 or less back. So you just added the Sengoku back to your hand for free. Which
is okay. Nice. Yeah. It's up to 1 for them, right?
Yeah. And then the card you put back in hand could be any cost. So there have been weird plays where I use it, bounce a pudding back in my hand, and then just play pudding again. It can be pretty brutal.
For them.
Yeah, for them. Oh yeah, for me, I'm swimming. All right, we were able to get rid of the Satori with the 5k attack. We're gonna go 8k with the Boa to now probably swing into the Gadatsu. And we'll have 2 additional Dawn left, so likely a 5k and 7k, maybe even like a 6k if we want to pressure it that way. Looks like we're going to start with a 5. There goes a Brûlé, and then it looks like we're going to put only 6 on Jinbei. Yep, that is enough. They do take it. Thinking about the trigger from life. It is a Kikunojo, which is pretty strong. Definitely wish that was out when we did our Trafalgar Law effect, because we would have been able to put that back in the hand. Yeah, definitely. Just a choice to maybe go into life first, and then, or attack with our leader last, so we don't we play the law last in case they do play anything off there.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things about, again, going back to the fundamentals of just playing against yellow, right? Seeing, just being aware, but got a lot of bodies on Dofi's board, and a couple of threats on Katakuri's board here. Yeah. Because we're just thinking about what we're going to be playing. It was worth playing all over Dawn, but looks like we have it separated for a number of things, probably attacks.
Yeah, and I mean that Kiko Nojo is such a good hit. It does help a lot. Also
Mm-hmm.
for people who've just jumped in too, you're able to use the effects. Okay, look at the top card of the deck saying no, but yeah, the Kiko Nojo is just fantastic because we just hit them down to 3, and then yeah, I don't know. This looks like a little bit scary because we've been able to get some good triggers off of life for Katakuri, as well as kind of control their board with cards like Kadatsu.
Yeah, it's gonna lose his value just a little bit over time as he takes more damage, but looks like we're doing another pudding.
Yeah, and
Grabbing.
getting the new 2K. So it's just a 2K. It has an effect in life to kind of like rearrange life and then add it to your hand, which is nice, but nothing too outrageous. But a second Lin here, that's starting to get a little bit pressure heavy, especially when they just removed your entire board and you gave them another life. This is
Oh
looking
wow.
kind of rough for Dofi.
Yeah, it's getting rough because of like again, it's that seesaw of advantage, right? Like now we have 2 Lins. Now we've provided an additional life after taking one of ourselves. Yeah, it's just not like the best situation.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know. Plus,
sorry.
he doesn't really have removal, right? Like,
Yeah, for sure. And
what are
sorry
you
about
gonna say?
the lights. I'm not sure if it's just auto adjusting for their hands being close to their cards, but that's definitely on their side. So sorry about the flashing on that. And then also, if you're just joining this, so this is round number 8. We have our Dofi player who's currently 8-0, or sorry, 7-0, and our Katakuri player is 6-1. This is our pair down. So if Donflamingo loses this, we'll have 6 undefeated going into the next round, or sorry, 3 undefeated going into the next round, and which means that round number 9 might be our last one. It'll be another 50-50. All right, so looking like we're setting up our board a little bit once again. We played another Boa. Let us put another Dawn underneath our leader and look at the top 3. If we had another Boa, I probably would have gone down to 2 life, and I'd rather them be at 3 life in this situation. So it'd be a little bit tougher because right now it feels like super difficult for us to actually win the game anymore.
It's definitely an uphill battle. Being a 4, well, never mind. Yeah, I mean, being a 4 it's Katakuri is going to be harder for them, if anything. But at least we have 2 boas. You know, that kind of counts for something as far as the lower rated attacks.
Yeah.
But 2 Lins, like I said, I don't know what you're supposed to do about them. But are we swinging with one of them?
Yeah. So we're attacking with one of the Boas, and we're going just a straight 6K into likely leader.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look too happy about it. Which I'm curious to know why, actually.
Yeah, we don't know the top card of our life. We do know the second to top one since we used our leader effect. But that was just freshly healed off the Linlin. All right, going down, thinking about it. And it is a beige, so our leader will not be able to attack, which is pretty rough. Because we definitely want to be able to get that card off the top of our life, too. Or top of our deck, rather, not top of our life. We'd rather play the card and get the attack in.
That's okay. We know what you meant. Comes down to another law, bouncing.
The Kikunojo back to hand, so that's solid. And
That's
then Sengoku
fine.
uses it again.
Yeah.
Luckily, the law was in our hand. If we set it at the top of our deck to play off our leader effect, that could have been way worse.
Why do you say that?
Then we wouldn't be able to bounce the Kiko Nojo off because it'd be stuck at the top of our deck.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
gotcha.
All right, pass him back. And again, Donflamingo did not attack because it did get hit by the beige trigger. And
Everyone's favorite card. Which is interesting. Well, never mind. It's not interesting. Like we were talking about before, we didn't know what the top card is, but we know what the second one is. So that was a good one. And, look at the draw. This next one must be a good one as well. I doubt it's a beige, but, it's whatever he wanted there. Now, with 2 Linlins, 10 Dawn, and a Dream, 10 drop Linlin isn't the worst.
it is likely the opposite. It is likely the best, right?
Yeah.
4 life, we already have a board set up. And Donflamingo doesn't have really a way to get rid of 10 cost Linlin.
Yeah. I think also just like being AK, we can just swing into this boa, but we're just going for face. Well, okay. Doesn't seem like that's what we're gonna be doing. This is an event card. I can't tell what it is by him.
Yeah, it's
putting
flame
there.
slice. So it's kind of like
right.
Mamoru, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
We've played 2 puddings. I don't think I could be wrong. I don't know if we've seen a 10 cost Big Mom enter hand. So there's a good chance that it doesn't.
I mean, hey, sometimes it's not the way, or deck doesn't want you to have it. But both boas ending up surviving here, looks like. But with this flame slice, let me see what they do first.
Yeah, I think there is an issue with potentially
What, timing or
no, there with the Sengoku. I don't think we bottom decked after using it. I think we rearranged on top, which which Judge is letting them know about.
Gotcha. Okay.
I believe so.
And that was the last move of Dofi's turn, right?
Yeah. So Judge is there. I think they're deciding on it, but yeah, because Judge is in table and talking to them about it. But it's I understand like why you like every other card in your deck rearranges, right? Like Sengoku is like the only one that doesn't. So I think they're checking the VOD right now just to make sure what happened there and going from there. But I would, we've been playing for over 6 hours now. Not to say that you don't know what your deck is, but like when again every other card, like you're so used to rearranging. So yeah, it looks like we are deciding on that. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think we're just gonna put it to the bottom. Yeah. It should have. You could decide the order, but also since Sengoku is choose up to 1, you chose 0, and so you don't get the additional draw either. Yeah, and likely there's a chance that there's just a Perona in hand that they meant to play, but they did play the Sengoku.
Okay. So finally get rid of one of these boas. Still have our leader swing. I guess these puddings, but I doubt they're doing anything.
Yeah, they're just sitting pretty.
Yeah. Literally So we're gonna go ahead and take a peek at our card. This is a 9K swing with our boa immediately eradicated. Got 4 left. What is this 4 for? Let's what is that? Can't see it. It's a little greeny for me.
It's another. It's the Kikunojo that we bounced back to hand earlier. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, it's a newer alt art too. So I know with the camera setup it's a little bit trickier to tell, but it is definitely Kikunojo.
Okay. Yeah, it's like I don't know. Maybe I should check this side. Makes sense. It's a pretty annoying card. Thankfully, we're playing blue, so kind of gets around some of that annoyance.
Mm-hmm.
While swinging in, and pretty easy 1K after that. This is just a 5K swing, right?
Yeah.
So we're deciding if we want to get rid of one of the 2 cards that we have. It'll probably be telling if we got rid of one of them, but maybe we want one of them for next turn. And this next card in our life, we know for sure what it is. So that's probably what the decision is here. Like, I really want to protect myself so that way I can use that trigger appropriately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it is likely just knowing like it's a beige or something, or
yeah.
I don't know what the card in life would potentially be since we have kept it there. But yeah, it looks like we're gonna spend all 10 for the Kaido there, and use that effect to draw 4, which is strong in a lot of positions. But with the board set up like this, I'm unsure.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's like it's cool, but like if you drop a Lin, I think that might be a big concern because like we didn't do any damage this turn, and if we're being taken down to 1 or 0, which is most likely going to happen if we play the Lin, I don't think those 4 cards are going to help you too much. But we're separating cards again, so that means we probably didn't draw it. I mean, we can do some damage. Definitely do some damage with these AK swings. Kikunojo can easily be a 7, and same thing for a leader. So,
but it looks like we're going to actually start with the pudding here. So this is going to be just 5K.
It is. I feel like we should have started with the Kikunojo though.
Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, that's
okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. No, you got it. You're almost there.
Maybe before the Kaido, but when they drop 4, there's likely a 1K in there, right?
Right.
Oh, we're not even using the Kikunojo, which again, if there's like a gravity blade in there, that can be pretty terrifying. Oh, we're gonna look at the top card. I guess that can help us know it's a Jinbei, so we can leave it there.
Okay. Well, good to know.
Yeah, Jinbei. Oh, we're moving to the bottom. All right. If that's gravity
blade, I know, right? There. Does Jinbei have a counter power?
It does have a 1K, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Getting out of it. 2K, 1K, looks like. Got plenty of Dawn to use left. One of them's going to go on the Kikunojo for a 7K swing. A couple more 2K, 1Ks. Now, I think you're fine to swing one of the Linlands into the law. Because, I mean, you can take him down at 1. But I think it's probably important to get rid of one of these attackers here.
Yeah.
That's just me. Because you're not looting this round.
Yeah, you're not.
Or this turn.
Yeah, I think you just attack into the law, right? Make sure we get rid of it. We got 5 Dawn left. What do we got? Like Rush Ace, maybe?
I mean, I guess.
We're at 3 life though, so we wouldn't be able to attack with it.
Oh, you can still play it, I guess, but
You could. It
you
won't stop
just
you.
don't get the rush. Yeah.
I mean, we could still like put 5 on pudding and go for game as well.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Wait. Yep.
You should have started with the 7, but
Yeah. It's like this half commitment thing, or maybe it's just like a sequence thing that we could have done a little different there.
yeah, and just big 7.
Yeah, but this also kind of tells of like what that top card is, and I guess it might be a Mage for his life because like this is like confidence that I'm not losing next turn.
Yeah, 2 in hand. These are really interesting numbers, though. I think we almost had guaranteed win on a different other numbers that existed.
Or at the very least, like getting down to 0 a lot quicker, like 9-9 kind of thing. You could have went through that hand pretty easily. He had the 2Ks though, so I will give him that. But like 2 9K swing starting out, that leaves you with 8.
I think like 7, 7, 9, 9 just to see what happens.
Yeah,
like those are better than like immediately attaching 3 Dawn for pudding, right? Like that felt like a waste.
Yeah, just efficiency. That's all it was, for sure. That's okay. We still have plenty of cards in hand, unless all of them are dead. You know, you only have 1 2K kind of thing, but that'd be hard to believe. We drew 4. We already had a pretty decent. Oh, I love that he whipped that card out. We had a pretty decent amount of cards in hand, like 4 or 5 beforehand, so got through a lot of it as Katakuri.
Yeah, and this is still 7, and we're just deciding. I guess
why
what
are we
cards
calling
we're keeping to play for next turn.
Yeah, I guess we're counting Dawn to know what we're playing next turn.
I just feel like it's not to be defeatist. I feel like Dofi, lost a couple turns ago, and we're just kind of going through the motions. It's a 7K, yeah.
It's a 7K.
Oh, if we didn't have the numbers for that,
it's a 7K.
Yeah, 5. All right. Yeah, we won. Cool. All right.
Okay.
It's tough. It's a tough one. All right.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Okay. So Katakuri takes that one. Cool.
Yeah.
That was an interesting end to the game, I will say.
It happens. It happens. But we've got
it does.
Katakuri. Currently, both players are now 7-1, so we have 3 undefeated going to that last round, and we might be down in 9.